Right, we've just got here, and all of a sudden, as soon as I've stopped, the rain has just, the heavens have opened. Right, we're going in there, and the gate is open, which is a bit bizarre. I thought it was going to be really hard to get in here. It may still be really hard to get in here, but have you heard that rain? It's ridiculous. Anyway, look at it. Huge big building, and I don't think that's it. I think there's more to it as well. Andrew. What are you doing? Where's my other phone? I'll show you on here. Oh, hello Jason Brennan. Thank you for the message. Let's have a look. Oh, hello Freddie. Maps. Oh, I can't do this. Wait a minute. There we go. Alright, look at that place. If that's where we're going, it is huge. Absolutely massive. It's going to take me 16 weeks to do all that, which is not great because I've got a ferry to get on tomorrow. Right, like I said, it's not just coming down a bit. I think you'll see better. Look at when the car comes past. Look at the road. It is absolute madness how much it's coming down. You can't tell from just looking at this, but it is coming down so heavy. I'm glad I didn't get out before I did. What? I'm glad I didn't get out before I did. What does that mean? Because I never got out, so what? Anyway, I'm going to give it 20 minutes or something. Right, we're here. I've been here a while. That's the big main entrance that used to be there. This is the gates to get in now. I feel like people have pushed through there before, but why do we need to push through when we can just walk straight in here? Although I don't know if I can actually fit. It looks quite a big space, but I actually don't know if I can get my fat ass through there or not. Anyway, we'll work it out, I'm sure. But this place, look at that, is massive. Right, we're in. That's the back of the gate. There's buildings that go all the way around. Obviously, I don't know how we're getting in, to be fair, it's so big. We'll just have to figure it out. Well, that was hard. But when they like that, often means they're going to be trashed. I don't know what it's going to be like in here at all. Bloody hell. Wow. Not what I expected. And also, not sure what's going off down there and why all that dirt's there. Anyway, I'll see you after the video. Hi, and welcome back to Finders Beepers History Seekers. Now today we're in one of the biggest buildings I've ever been in. Not particularly like a grand château, but just massive. This building that we're in at the moment was built in 1820. I think it's got about 6 or 7 floors to it, and it's really long. And now imagine if we were in a big square. The building opposite us was built in, was it the 1600s? Either 1600s or the 1700s. And previous to these two buildings, there was a building on this same site from 1100. So there's some real historic stuff going off here. But look, you can see the difference already. Look at the floors in here. And these amazing arches. Oh, I love it in this room. This is wonderful. Big pillars. Got all the benches round the side as well for them to sit on. And this wonderful tiled floor. I love this. I think this is beautiful. Now I have a feeling we're not going to be able to walk straight through here into the older bit further round, because they look very much blocked up, those doors. But we'll come back to them in a minute and have a look. Look through here. Like, this just looks old anyway, doesn't it? But what can I see? Oh, we can get through there, look. That's good. But what's in here? Oh my Lord. Well, this is not what I expected straight away. And it is very echoey in here. Very, very echoey. Wow. Little recesses for candles and things. You can see the age of this stone. And every word I say rattles around this building. Look at these though. Detail on those and the work that's been put into them and the age. Now I don't know if some of the stuff's been added later, like the designs that are on them, but the brickwork, the stonework has got to be 1600s, I'd say. Look at how I don't think you understand how high that is. That same banging has been outside. I swear there's somebody just walking about somewhere. I'm gonna go upstairs, but I feel like they're up there. Let's have a look at what's in here. I don't think we've looked at. Oh no, we have. We came from this way, didn't we? So I do need to go back that way, up those stairs. Right, just took my t-shirt off. I'm covered in sweat, and I don't think that's from just being hot. I think that's from fear. That was one of the scariest moments of my life. Just that couple of seconds. Ugh. What's stuck to my neck? Leaf. That's from pushing myself through that thing as quick as I could. I genuinely feared for my life. Like, there's a lot of times where I'm scared, but the sound of his voice, I have no idea what he shouted, but whatever it was fucking wild. He was like, I don't know where he was. It felt like you were right next to me, but it was loud. It was so loud. I'm sweating under my eyes. I always sweat under my eyes when I'm like nervous and stuff like that. Oh, I'm wet through. Anyway, I've just put in the route, and it is 4 hours back to Calais. However, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm not going to drive 4 hours back to Calais now. But I'm sort of buzzing off adrenaline a little bit. I'm not going to be able to go to sleep straight away. So what I thought was maybe drive as far as Caen, C-A-E-N, Caen. Anyway, there. Oh, I know where I want to go tomorrow, if I have a bit of time. St Michael's Mount. If we go back past there, I want to go. So if I can get near there now, even if it's just an hour's drive, then I'll be in a better position to go and have a look at it tomorrow, because I would love to. I would really love to. But I also need to get my batteries charged on my drone, because if I'm going there, I need to send the drone up as well. Anyway, I got so far away from the place. It's about a quarter of a mile that way now. So we're gonna go anyway. Look at that. This is how many miles I have done this trip so far. 2,182 miles. And I've got, how far was it? 200 miles to Calais, and then I've got to go home as well. So it's going to be 2,500 miles by the time I've done. That's crazy. I am stupid. Anyway, come on, let's go. I couldn't film it, but that was an interesting interaction. So this thing that I've got in my hand is from a breathalyzer. I've just been stopped by the police at 4:45 in the morning to do a breath test to see if I'm drunk. But obviously I've had 0 alcohol at any point of the trip. So, I've also got my full beam on, which I shouldn't have. So that's probably why he stopped me. Oh, this fool's got his full beam on. But anyway, they were stopping all the cars. Well, one in front of me. But we're all good. We're still on the way. I don't know how far we've got to go. We've got 3 hours 46 left. I'm sure it were only 4 hours when we started. So, according to this, we've only been driving 15 minutes, which we definitely haven't. It was like, parlez-vous français? I'm like, no. And he's like, breathalyzer, blowing this. Why don't you just do that anyway? If you could speak English, why didn't you just do it? I know that's really bad. I should be speaking French, but I don't. I'm sorry, I can't speak every language to all the countries I go to. I don't speak hardly any of any, so right, let's see where we are. Right, I'm gutted. I've just realised St Michael's Mount is actually behind us further down the coast. I thought it was up round this bit, but it's not. So Cayenne is where we're going. I think it takes about 45 minutes to get there from here, and that's where I'll end up sleeping, somewhere near there in the car. And then I'll be back up again in the morning to do a bit more driving, and hopefully it won't be so bad then. Well, I'll have 3 hours to drive, which isn't too bad really. Right, I've just woken up and it's 10. 10 in the morning. I'm just laying here fast asleep at the side of a very big road. It's not a motorway. I'm surprised police haven't been and told me off or something. Oh, I needed that sleep, obviously. Right. Let's get up, get sorted, and get on the way, at least part of the way, and then we can get to, I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm saying. And we get up, get out of the car, and find my shoes. Right, I've stopped for some breakfast or dinner or whatever it may be. I think it's like almost 11 o'clock, so it's sort of brunch. But anyway, I stopped in a place called Cabourg. I'm not 100% sure. My hair needs cutting already. That's grown so quick. Not this bit on top, the sides. I hate how long that is already. Now it looks maybe like a touristy place, but a touristy place for old people. It's mainly old people I can see hanging about. So, but I don't know where I'm going. And there's a man right next to me on my shoulder. I didn't even know he was there. So we'll go and get some food. I don't know what I want, but I want to go and have a look round as well. I don't just want to rush off today. Oh, it's quite a nice little place, to be fair. Quite hustly bustly up there. Oh, I'm quite enjoying looking around here now. I could do, actually, with buying myself a new t-shirt, because I haven't got any clean t-shirts left at all, like 0. So that would be quite useful, because I'm filthy and I stink. There's not going to be any more exploring now. I've done with that. I've done my 4. I could have done with 1 more really, but I think that's enough. Oh God, I am tired though. Do you know what I want? Actually, oh, we're at the beach. Maybe swim time. Yeah, it's definitely like a proper seasidey type town here. Boulangerie looks nice. I don't know what to... Are they pigs? Look at those pigs. Those pigs are so cute. Look at them. I don't know whether to get something like that. I could do something, I feel like something warm. Not just like a breakfast item. I want more of a dinner item, I think, because I'm extremely hungry. So, and croissants, you'd have to have about 10 to fill the hole. I still think what it would have been like last night if I'd come face to face with that bloke. It's scary. What is this? So this is an estate agent that's for sale. But then look at the side gate. It's got... How cool is that? That just doesn't seem right. It doesn't match up at all to the rest of the street. It's quite pretty on here though, to be fair. It's quite... You don't see... I haven't been to many proper French seaside places that are like touristy based ones. Not North France anyway, south of France I have, but not up here. Bloody hell, it is actually really busy. But it is Sunday morning, I suppose, so that kind of makes sense. It's everybody's out having a chill on Sunday morning. Actually, that's the point. 5 minutes and my video starts. So I probably need to find somewhere to sit down and eat while I'm watching it. Now there are... Bloody hell, look at that beard. That is a beard. That's a big beard. Anyway, the places along here, they look very nice, but very expensive. So I'm going to end up going somewhere really rubbish, I know I am. Like, what we got here? Like talking 25 euros, 15 euros. I don't mind paying that, but I just have a feeling these places, looking at what I've seen people eating, you don't get very much. Oh, this looks good though. What is this place here? They just got a load of seafood. I'm trying not to make it obvious. Let's go and look at the menu, but actually, let's look at their plate. Let's have a look. Fruits de mer, foie gras. Definitely don't want that. It's a bit fussy. Like, I love seafood, you know I do, but I don't want something just farty. I just want something substantial. Like, these sandwiches look alright, but they're just sandwiches, aren't they? Oh. Nah. Is that what me and Andy had? I think me and Andy had one of those. The Parmentier de Canard duck, it's like mashed potato, I'm sure it is. I really want it. I don't know if it's warm or cold. I don't want it cold. That'd be horrid. But so I don't want to ask. Right, she's just gone to get me some. This place is brilliant there. Well, fresh meats, nice chocolates, all sorts of different fresh drinks, salads. Looks beautiful, to be honest. Right, I've got my little box of, it's basically mashed potato, duck and something else. Me and Andy had it and it was just so nice last time. No doubt this one's going to taste like balls, but you just don't know. I need a drink. That's the thing now, I need a drink. So I've got to find some sort of normal shop. Oh, is this one? No, that's not one. Oh, I don't want fancy drinks and wine. I just want a normal drink. And as if by magic, 3 cans of Coke, which has just cost me more than that did, which is ridiculous. €3 each per can, whereas that was €8.50, so about £7.50 the food, and the drink was about £8. It's ridiculous. Oh Lord. What is happening? What are these? Look at them. They're massive. In fact, some of the things in here, I'm going to be cheeky and just quickly show you. Look at some of the things in there. They look beautiful. I might come back for one of them later on. Copper, these female coppers. So speaking to this bloke, one of them is not really my style. The other one, though, I would definitely happily be arrested by this one. I'm a horrible man, horrible person. I think it's been over 2 years now without a girlfriend. I'd quite like a female policeman girlfriend. Not just any female policeman girlfriend, just specifically a French one that is over there. This is pretty cool. In fact, this whole bit walking up towards the sea is pretty cool. It's quite an old-fashioned one, that one, look. With cows and all sorts. But yeah, look at some of the houses in the background. In fact, look at that. Wait a minute. Look at that one. Beautiful. Such a nice place. Why are seaside towns not like this? Imagine this being Blackpool. Jesus Christ. And there'd be like people passed out and probably shagging in the bushes. Right, we're literally at the beach now. Oh, there's a place here that does crepes. Might have to have a crepe later. I could do with a crepe, to be fair. I've got no baby wipes. But yeah, it's a sandy beach, which is nice. It looks a bit chilly, even though actually I'm boiling. I'm really, really warm. I bet the drinks there were cheaper. Oh no, €3, exactly the same. That's a lot of money for a drink. Yeah. Big long beach that goes all the way up. Got the casino there, people sat out eating and drinking up there. It's pretty nice, to be fair. Would never think of coming to northern France to go on a bit of a beach holiday, but there you go. The only problem is all the benches are taken up by old wrinkly people. I want to sit down. Might just have to kick one out in a minute. Say, oh, get up. Or I might say someone's giving away free bags of Werther's Originals and they'll be up and off. So, well, I found somewhere to sit next to a bin. It's just fun. I've just sat on these steps. I'm never going to find a seat. Ever. So I'm just going to sit here and eat. I am so hungry and so tired. I could fall asleep quite easily. That bit over there, is that? I don't know where we are. I need to work out where that is. I think that's still France. I don't think it's England. But we're a bit too low down to be able to see England. Right, with the colour of my clothes, I look like a homeless person sat here eating. I've got dirt on my legs. My shoes are dirty. But this looks beaut. I'm going to have to try and show you what it's like inside. It's mashed potato, and then down at the bottom it's like duck. Oh, there we go, look, like duck meat and a paste. It's so good. It doesn't look particularly brilliant, but honestly, it's so nice. Yeah, I honestly think this is their version of Eastbourne, because every single person on that train is about 90. Oh, there's one child on the train that is probably designed for children. Kid on the back of that train just stuck his tongue out at me, which is funny. Did you know, this is a weird fact about me, it's very windy sat here. Did you know that when I eat mashed potato, it makes my eyes have to squint? I have to squint when I eat mashed potato, like proper screw them up. Am I the only person in the world that does this? Please tell me you do it too. I've never met anyone else that does. Well, that was absolutely banging. It was so nice. And then look, sat next to the bin, so I don't even have to carry my rubbish around with me. Boom. Right, I'm gonna go and get some crepes to really enjoy my final time in. I think those lifeguards are telling those people off. I heard them whistling earlier on, but those two people are just sort of like floating up and down, and the lifeguards are just stood there staring at them. I don't know. Now there'll be a lot of people out there going, will they be waiting for a boat to come so they can go over to England? Oh, I'm sick of hearing about things like that at the moment. It's just a shame. It's always windy recently. It's beautiful sun, but the wind just makes it a nightmare to film. I almost forgot to show you. I started eating it. Yeah, I've got my Nutella crepe. It's really nice, actually. It's not a pancake, for anyone says, oh, pancakes are thicker than crepes. But they're not American pancakes, because they're something totally different altogether. Pancakes are thin like this, but not as thin as this. You have sugar and lemon on them. This is a crepe, and you have chocolate and shit on it. People need to get it right with these things. Crepe, pancake, Scotch pancake, American pancake. Different. That's the casino there. I don't think I told you, but you could do with a beer. I'm not going to have one. Not going to have one. I just fancy one, and I don't often fancy alcohol, even though I do like a good drink. Oh, look at the ice cream. Wait a minute. The ice cream there. Wow. Anyway, I have a bit of a wander up here. It's a shame it looks rubbish again. It looks grey. It's quite bright, and it is blue over there, but you can't really tell on camera. It just looks a bit rubbish, doesn't it? But I'll have a bit of a look further up here, and then I better go back to the car. I want to go in all the shops and stuff, really. They're still stood down there watching that one swimmer. It's really weird. But I want to go back, but I need to start making my way back, and I've only got 2 hours parking. I've probably had over an hour of that already. This place looks nice. Looks like a really expensive hotel, to be fair. Massive chandeliers, you can't really see. Let me see if I can show you. Huge big chandeliers inside, and the people inside look like they've got a few pennies as well. But we're going to carry on a bit further up. I think it's just going to be restaurants, and that's about it. I kind of want to go for a swim, but I don't know if I should. The reason I'm not so sure if I should is because I've got no more t-shirts. They're all dirty. I've got one pair of shorts I can put back on, which aren't really dirty. I only wore them for a very short period of time, like a couple of hours. But then I'm gonna have to get changed. I'm gonna have to walk through town wet. I don't know what to do. Right, the person that was in the water has either come out of the water or has now drowned, because they're just making their way away. And I can't see where they've come out of the water. They were there a minute ago, so God knows where they've gone. I can't see anyone that's looking damp, so God knows. But yeah, like I said, these two have given up. Right, no, that's it now, can't be bothered. Don't think you understand how tired I am. My legs are just exhausted. I feel like I've walked. I'm gonna have to look in a bit, see how many miles I've done this trip. I think it'll be a bit, although I've also driven a lot. So when I drive a lot, I tend not to walk a lot. And also you get rubbish behind the scenes. I'm sorry if it's not been as good. I haven't been able to go to as many good places because I've been constantly driving, finding places. So I do apologise for that. That is where flying is better, because I seem to find myself with a bit more time, because I get to fly directly to the place I need to be, whereas this I've got to drive for 4 hours before I even get out of the country. So found her. She's the one that was in the sea there, look, with nothing on her legs. Her and her boyfriend. She was right out. Her boyfriend was just in a little bit. So there she is. She's not dead. Right, I'm not going to go any further up because I don't think there's very much up there. I'm just going to walk back down that main street. Like, a lot of people will be like, well, why are you so tired? Like, if you're just driving about, driving does make you tired. But also think about this. Last night's Explore, I was out till 4:30. A lot of people were like, oh yeah, well, you got up at 10. Yeah, I did. That's still only 4.5 hours. Does that work out? 5:30. But yeah, that's right. Oh, it's the premiere. Need to get on that. Dunkirk ferry port. I've never been from here before. Always been Calais to Dover, but we're at Dunkirk today, which is quite interesting because there's hardly anybody here. I don't know whether I'm supposed to be filming, so I'm keeping you down here for a minute, but there's a sign here in front of us that says authorised persons only. Unauthorised entry is punishable by 10 months imprisonment and a fine of €3,750. That's quite a lot. Like, obviously you're trying to smuggle someone into the country, but like, say if you swap cars, you're in two groups and they're going from Calais and one gets in one car instead of getting in the other one or whatever, you get 10 months in prison. That's crazy. Anyway, I better stop filming just in case, because I know I've got told off before at a ferry port, so I'm going to stop filming. Oh, that was embarrassing. The police have just literally just got in my car and in the boot to have a look if there's anybody hiding in here. But look at the look at the state of it in here. It's a right mess, and she was laughing. The woman policewoman was laughing at the state, and I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. But it's because there's stuff piled up in the back, and obviously my windows, I don't know if you noticed, the back are blacked out, so you can't see. So he literally climbed in and moved all the stuff and then got in the boot, even though you could see there was nothing and nobody in the boot. Part of me is thinking, oh, is it all going to catch up with me? All these police that have been after me over these last few days, are they're going to be like, ladders, oh, drone, I know who you are, we've been looking for you. But anyway, we're through all the security stuff, just heading towards the boat now. Right, car parked up. I've got my drone and my wire. Don't worry, I'm not flying it. I need to download some stuff off it. And I'm in my hoodie because I don't give a shit at this point. Jesus. Yeah, I just want to relax and snuggle up in a corner somewhere. I don't care what any fucker on this boat thinks. Right, sun's going down, going home, and I think we're about done. It's been a good trip for videos. I don't think it's been the best for behind the scenes, but at the end of the day, like, the main Sunday videos is what you want more than anything. Sometimes it's going to be better behind the scenes, sometimes it's going to be better Sunday videos, and it is what it is. I can't always help what happens, especially if I don't get in the first locations that I go to. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the trip. I'm just probably more tired than I've ever been. I'm exhausted. I cannot wait for my own bed and a bath, probably in the other order though. Right, see you in a bit. Love you all. Bye bye.